bitch. Venus and Mars are both at 19 degrees in Leo. The moon is at 29 degrees, and TikTok done fucked up and gave me 3-minute videos. So, let's dive in. Just want to get some quick messages for this conjunction. The peak of the conjunction is in 8 hours, maybe 7 hours at this point. But take a deep breath, because there is a merging of the divine masculine and feminine that we all have access to. As for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this Venus and Mars conjunction. First card out, the Four of Cups. Whoo! What variation of the past are you still glamorizing? Are you still focused on? What's keeping you from being present in the now? Feels like this, there are like steps, there's stepping stones. And some of you may feel stuck or have just kind of like sat down or gotten caught up. He almost feels like when I look at this, I feel like he's caught up in a memory, caught reminiscing. Stuck in the past, unable to take the next steps forward. And so there's an opportunity to look at our emotional foundations that we have previously built for ourselves and trying to figure out what are we going to do to get back on track, to overcoming any kind of conflict that these new foundations are going to bring up. 7 of Coins, and investing our time and energy into shit that we actually care about. I also feel like be careful of micromanagement. 6 of Coins, from the 4 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. Be careful of when you plant the seed, when you literally plant a seed, you don't just sit there and watch it grow. You don't need to micromanage your progress. Some of you need to trust in your ability. It's like you've done your part. Now let the divine do the rest. There's a turning of tables, karma coming in, investors coming in the ways that you were begging for crumbs or accepting less than. You get to be in a position to why not dive a little deeper. Now the 7 of Coins going to the 6 of Coins. Honestly, this combination makes me feel like some of you have been waiting for something. Maybe waiting for someone from the past, possibly. But there's something about managing your time better, about assessment, about the game plan. It's interesting. This may have been stuff coming up from the Capricorn full moon. Those seeds may be really blooming in some way. But with the 6 of Coins, yeah, damn right something's blooming. And the tables are turning because something is very reciprocal. This feels like reciprocity, mutuality, symbiotic relationships. But I also feel like in the ways that you have been accepting less, the Tower, Mars showing up hard already. Well, I'm going to take one more card before I clarify anything. One last final message. But the way that the tables are turning, it's going to look like chaos before it looks like progress. Good, let it crumble. There's stuff that's built on wishful thinking, on hopes. Woo! The Tower and then the High Priestess. Cancer season showing up. There's definitely okay. Quick and dirty. There may be someone that you guys are creating a new emotional foundation with that has heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. I also feel like in order for you to have this new level, the old paradigm or the old habits or old ways needed to die, especially in business as well. And if those of you who are trying to level up in some way, what got you here won't get you there. So there is this need to step your game up. I also feel like there are things that are crumbling. Please clarify the Four of Cups. There are things that are coming to an end in regards to this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like the fire sign happened to the earth sign and the water sign happened to the fire sign, that kind of thing. So it's interesting. Ace of Swords clarifying the Four of Cups. Yeah, I bet, because this clarity is coming in. There is an influx of information, truth, inspiration, ideas that are going to break you free from whatever spell you've been under that's kept you in between these steps, that's kept you from moving forward. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. I'll be right back. We in it. Woo! Hey y'all, it's your girl Jay, back at it again. I had to do it to you because Venus and Mars are conjunct already at 19 degrees Leo. The moon is there. I wanted to get in while the moon is at 29 degrees Leo before it goes into Virgo. I did a little mini poll on TikTok. TikTok fucked around, gave me 3-minute videos. So what I got from the mini reading, and I'm going to expand upon that. Four of Cups, Seven of Coins, and I used the Fountain deck. Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Tower, and the High Priestess. It's funny, all three planets showed up. What I ultimately got out of this, Four of Cups, there's a new emotional foundation that's being laid here. And it's time to really invest in taking a new route, in taking this new opportunity that's being extended. There could be definitely new relationships, new business projects, new pursuits that are coming up that are really in a position to turn our tables. And when these tables turn, when these scales recalibrate, when the fruit of your labor really starts to bloom, it's going to change things. It's going to bring a lot of change. This is Mars, Tower. But it's changing because there are unstable foundations that you already know, your intuition has already been talking to you about, and it's time to really get on it. It's time to move forward. Ace of Swords clarifying the Four of Cups. There is going to be divine insight, truth, information, and conversations that come in and like check your ass out of, like snap you out of this kind of like indignant, dare I say, energy. And some of you need to really be sure that you don't just blow a bunch of money on something that you can't afford right now. The Fool reverse clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. I also feel like don't just like abandon your responsibilities. There could be like strong bouts of hedonism that this brings in, that this conjunction brings in. And some of you could just be frivolous unnecessarily. The Hierophant, Venus, Taurus, came out to clarify the Six of Pentacles, and I do feel like that there is some sort of new relationship, but it may be actually a new relationship that helps you financially. Some of y'all, this could be like a sugar daddy, but also some of you, this could be like you committing to something. Some of you may be really like turning a cycle. This could be going from like monogamy to polyamory, or an open relationship to a monogamous one, or doing one kind of work and going into another industry. Apprenticeship. Of course, I start talking about Taurus and my throat is being weird. So some of you, I feel like some of you may want to create some kind of change in your relationship, in your marriage, a change in like your traditions or your family. It may be hard, something like you need to say. to somebody, like, hey, I actually want to go to this school, not that school, or I actually don't think I want to be in this marriage anymore, or I actually don't really want to commit to this, or I don't want to study this anymore. I need to really start living for myself. I really need to start exploring my resources and planting my own seeds. And once you take on that mindset of, I am my moral authority, that's going to change the dynamic of a lot of your relationships. I feel like a lot of you, especially the empathic people, I mean, we're all empathic, but those of you who are particularly sensitive, and those of you who flex that muscle, there are some situations in your life that are built on structurally unsound foundations. There may be somebody with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements that's really coming in and taking the blindfold off of you in some way. Some of you are like, more chaos, fuck. More change, fuck. I just started taking advantage of the resources that are available to me now, and now, like, again, something else. You also may be seeing something about a fire sign or understanding, or someone with Aries placements, Scorpio placements, really confiding in you about themselves, or confiding in you something about a fire sign, or about resources, or about the end of something, or I also hear that it's like the end of your defenses. Your defenses being up so high. And it puts you in a position, High Priestess, of really saying less, observing more, keeping the duality, really reveling in the duality. King of Wands clarifying the High Priestess. This is, some of you are making a business out of your intuition, making a business out of dream work or esoteric work, metaphysical work, artistry. I just heard sorcery. But you're really leaning on your originality. And you're tired of doing things the same old way. It's funny, King of Wands is Sun in Leo. So all of the elements are here of what we're talking about. I mean, Venus, Mars, Leo, the moon, they're all here. And so I wanted to pull a couple cards. Actually, what I want to do for us, Patreon, I want to read, I'm pulling out the handy dandy, Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And I want to read 19 Degrees Leo. It's like 2 a.m. I excuse my stutters. You'll learn to love me. 19 Degrees Leo, he describes as a hummingbird feeding at a trumpet vine. Heightened perception, exquisitely poised, brilliant and as fast as can be. You have the genius of seeing things, knowing things, and being there. Overflowing with destiny, overflowing with destiny, bounty earned over many lifetimes. Ooh, bounty earned over many lifetimes. Yet you bring all this through with a fine-tuned ability to land in the situation at hand with only as much as can be worked with. You are guided to follow an extraordinary course through the world, which features the perfect opportunities to tap inside. You are guided to follow an extraordinary course through the world, which features the perfect opportunities to tap what is inside in so many different ways. The blessings, the grace, the heart's wonder are super full. One word, super full. As this way of being ripens and matures, it becomes even better. Then you begin to draw out from others the same kind of marvels and wonders and make it possible for the vibrancies to spread and grow. Ooh, make it possible for the vibrancies and make it possible for the vibrancies to spread and grow. God, I need to go to sleep. But No, I'm not. Yes, the self-care is going to sleep, but this is my fucking passion. So I pursue my shit. Speaking of passion, with a wildfire capacity to spread good news and bring affirmative realizations, whatever they are needed in or wherever they are needed in generous profusion, you work with ever more effortless capacity to bring this world alive. I'm sorry, I'm going to read that again. With a wildfire capacity to spread good news and bring affirmative realizations wherever they are needed in generous profusion, you work with ever more effortless capacity to bring this world alive. Wow. And as I said that, I saw the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And there's radical shifts that are coming in here. So we got some messages out from the Fountain Tarot. This is a beautiful, really, really emotive deck that I usually use for hard-headed earth signs. But I'm going to tap into my home deck and see what messages we got. Damn, the Devil and the Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, this conjunction is going to bring up our power, our vitality, our ability to free ourselves, to face our shadows, and pursue what we want. This Leo season's about to be fucking serious. And not serious like, I'm just saying, like, if you're about this life, if you're about this business, if you're about the business of ascension, of evolution, of progressing, of being better, of just evolving to a higher state, to using more of your brain, to using more of your heart, if you really about this life, you can get it. It's just going to require you to face your fucking devils first, to face your addictions. There may be somebody with heavy Capricorn or Aquarius placements, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements, that there may be restrictions coming up with those people, or you're feeling restricted by those people, or some of you may be feeling like bedeviled or like cursed with or stuck with or just like so enraptured with someone with heavy fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But now it's like you're noticing the fucking chain around your neck. And so there is something about facing yourself, facing the reality of the situation. The devil is Saturn. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. And that's that heavy dose of reality, that karma that's coming up. Some of this fire sign may be your karma for something. Also, some of you, you're going to be required to face your shadow and your darkness, and to be really honest about the reality of your situations and your connections and all of that, if you're going to acquire or be with somebody of this caliber. But let's say that your phone's dry as fuck. There's no suitors on the table. Then there is this need for you to really look at the ways that you're restricting yourself from your entrepreneurial spirit. What is keeping you from getting to the next level? What's keeping you from tapping into your sexual prowess? I also feel like some of you there could be like things of sexuality and sexual prowess coming out, sexual secrets, secret sexual desires coming up. Some of you, this could be an affair, this could be a temptation that's coming up. But the next card out is Justice. It's like, fuck around with your karma if you want to. Fuck around with your karma if you want to. Whoo, Five of Swords and Death on the bottom of the deck. It really looks like this. Some of you, you're needing to pay attention to what feels restrictive. I also feel like some of you are needing to learn your lessons from when you were dealing with this person. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn or Aquarius. It could be somebody that was just really, really restrictive of you, that limited you in some way. Someone that wanted to possess you or own you, or something you wanted to possess or own, some kind of business or some kind of pursuit that you wanted to go after. Some of you, this could be jealousy or greed coming up. And what I'm telling you is the way that you handled or are handling your darkness and your fears and your restrictions, the way that you discipline yourself so that you can really become the version of yourself that you want to be, so that you can really have that level of free spirit and freedom that you're wanting, it's going to require A, you paying your karmic debt, and B, you relinquishing control. Because this is cause and effect, baby. This is just, it's not fucking business. This is karma. And for some of you, that's how this feels. It's like, it's not personal, it's business. That may be something that's coming up for some of you. Needing to decide if something is just business or if something is serious, especially in regards to a marriage. Or in regards to a marriage or a happy home or your foundations or your relationships. Some of you, there is somebody with heavy Taurus, Libra placements that you either want to go to a party with or you want to socialize with. I also feel like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is coming up really hard too. And the information, I also feel like whatever justice is bringing in, some of you have you've done the work. You've been working to improve yourself, and your karma, the jury has been out on something. You're still been trying to make a decision, or you've been waiting to hear back about a decision, or waiting to hear back news about something. And the news is that a fair decision is made. Things go as you honestly deserve, and what you deserve is happiness. You can get there. You just have to be willing to walk away from that. Please clarify the devil. For this Venus and Mars conjunction in Leo, please clarify the devil, and how does this manifest for us? Where are you keeping yourself? Where are you pigeonholing yourself? Where are you telling yourself that you can't? Please clarify the devil. Whoa, that was too many fucking cards. I'm not doing all that. But I did see the 10 of Wands, and now it's gone. It's gone. All right, please clearly clarify. One card, one message. Thank you. Wow. The world reversed. It's funny because the devil is a Capricorn card, but the world is also ruled by Saturn, and so I always call it the happy Cappy card. And so I do feel like some of you, once you look at this, it's going to help you stop putting off getting to the next level. And the next level looks like you running your own shit, or you just having way more power, way more influence, way more confidence, way more freedom, able to wield your sexuality the way that you want, do who you want, when you want, where you want. There is just something about some pattern that you may have been trying to hold off because you thought that karma was a play, or you thought you were supposed to be with this person, or you are feeling like maybe you misread the signs, or whatever it is. Stop holding yourself back from moving more freely about the cabin. Some of you, I feel like there's so many travel things that you want to do, but you're waiting on somebody else to do it with you. Or you're waiting for somebody to co-sign on some shit so that you can do something that you want to do. It's stop waiting on other people. Live your fucking life. And get yourself to a point where you don't have any more of these toxic ass connections anymore that are going to discourage you from your exterior world matching your interior world. Please clarify the Queen of Wands. Because I just feel like there's so many things that you could be just having a really good time about, or having a lot of pride in yourself about, being really satisfied in yourself, is on the other side of you dealing with the devil. That may be addiction. That may be, damn, the Three of Wands coming out. That Mars and Leo. Oof. You have got to turn your back. Turn your back on whatever put you in survival mode. Whatever, I also feel like there's stuff with like sexual trauma coming on. Root chakra, base chakra themed issues. Your attachment levels. Your actual relationship to your sexuality. What label you subscribe to. Some of you want to be like, you're curious about other kinds of sexuality, or you're curious about other type of relationship styles. But there's some kind of anger or insecurity or drama or fear or shame that has kept you, has bound you into doing the same thing. But justice is out to say, yo, oh my God, I can't. It's just like when you turn your back on something, they'll take all of that shame and all that trauma, that survival mode, and they will make it right. The divine is aware of the injustices that you have endured. And it's going to take all of that pain and turn it into you really receiving something that you deserve. It's like it's funny, what just came to mind is what the devil meant for bad, God makes good. What the devil meant for bad, God makes good. The God of your understanding don't come for me. And I wish a motherfucker would try to come for me about saying God. Mind your business. And that may be something that you need to say to somebody. Sorry, I love you. Please clarify justice. Because karma is at play. Too many cards. Too many cards. Please clarify justice clearly and concisely. The Two of Swords. It's like some of you, there's a decision that you need to make, but you know that you need to make it, but you haven't made it. And so the divine's like, okay. And Saturn's like, okay, I'm going to rip this fucking Band-Aid off for you so that you're forced to make this decision, so that you're forced to look at whatever this is, so that you're forced to look at all the emotions and spirituality that you've put on the back burner because you've been choosing to lean into your logic. You've been leading with logic. You've been your internal security system is like always engaged. Tower on the bottom of the deck. And when you take the blindfold on, and that's why the Tower comes. It's like, I told you, there was all these hints, there was all these hints. And then, no. It's like, all right. I'll do it for you. I'll rip this Band-Aid off. I'll force you to look since you weren't willing to do it yourself. There's definitely stuff coming to light. And the stuff that comes to light, it puts you in a position to have a firmer foundation. Please clarify the Four of Wands. Puts you in the position to have a firmer foundation. Damn. the Emperor, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So the High Priestess came out twice, which is the Moon, which is getting ready to go into Virgo. Interesting. So there's definitely some sort of, this came out to clarify this. So there is definitely some sort of restabilization that comes by way of something about or with someone with heavy Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer placements. This restabilization, this fun, this party, this gathering, this new level of this new foundation in your spirituality and your business, it comes by way of your sovereignty and your autonomy. And you being like, hey, let's go ahead and start making order of this fucking chaos. Making order of this chaos. What the fuck? No. Hold up. No. Excuse me. And it comes from Empress on the bottom of the deck. Mars and Venus. The merging. In Leo! I can't make this shit up, y'all. And then the Moon getting ready to go into Virgo. This is an opportunity for you to see clearly, for you to move boldly into traveling light, to make order of the chaos so that you can take more risks, so you can trust in yourself, so you can have that carefree attitude, all while you're learning how to make your shadow a part of your strength, all while you're learning to really mount your darkness. And that mounting of that darkness, that deep understanding comes from the alone time that you've been running from or evading. Some of you need more alone time. And that's why you've been pushed to do really like stupid shit or to spend unnecessary amounts of money or something of that nature. It's like, don't. Excuse me, don't mind me. It's the fucking witching hour. And I'm not playing medium tonight. No, we are not. Thank you. No, thank you. All right. I didn't take my ass to bed. Final messages for this Mars-Venus conjunction in Leo. Three of Cups. Fellowship. Joy. Fun. Stop letting this Three of Cups be attached to that same old substance abuse or third-party situation or addiction or toxic relationship or frenemies or whatever it is. Let's start let's like make the Three of Cups what it's about. What it's really like: fellowship, friendship. Some of you have friendship wounds to heal that really start to come to a surface. And I do feel like some of you are engaging in or wanting to engage in consensual third-party relationships. And that's something that I'm definitely going to start leaning into more exclusively. I don't see any like super pro poly or open readers out right now. And so I want you guys to be able to explore who the fuck you are. And just because you enter into a relationship does not mean that that you or your partner is just going to naturally never be attracted to anybody else again. That's fucking dumb and illogical. Be mad at the world. Be mad at your mama, not me. And the Ace of Cups. I can't make this shit up. Hermit on the bottom of the deck, reverse though. It's like you do this, You go inward, you do your work. You work on getting comfortable in your solitude, not just lonely, just not sulking in your loneliness. And what you get is what you want. It's like you find this new tribe or new people or new friends or new loves or new connections, new group, new foundations, new communities, whatever it is, you do that. And then there's this new level in your spirituality, this new level in your creativity and your hope and your faith. There is a new relationship for a lot of you, a replenishment of an old relationship, a reinvigoration, a recommitment even. You just kind of like falling in a different kind of love for those of you who are in committed relationships. That's ultimately what this transit is about. Having more fun in the sun and getting ourselves to a point where our hands and our lives are free enough. Our proverbial hands are free enough to be able to grab this Ace of Cups, and that our lives are able to welcome in what's truly for us. Some of you, there's a choice between parting or getting in a relationship or waiting for like your divine partner. And that could be something. Some of you are just like, should I entertain this or should I wait? I can tell you, get quiet, listen to yourself, get quiet, listen to what the divine has to tell you so that you can have fun either way. And when you choose to listen, what you truly need will be provided to you. I love you. You got this.